Kelly Quinn, Lewis, Stick Rick.
So did you see Amber's text?
No, what did it say?
I heard y'all talking about the phone sex. I'm so confident I work with the lady that called in.
Oh.
T?
Amber, did you work with... She said, I also worked at the Hole in the Wall Sex Center.
The Hole in the Wall.
Where are we?
On Indianola, I guess. I wonder where on Indianola. Amber, tell us. I know it's not there anymore.
I feel
where
like-
on Indianola? Clintonville, like South Campus? Where are we at?
I feel like there was a serious lack of advertising for this hole-in-the-wall sex center in Indianola, because this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they were, man. You know, what would have been a local newspaper back then?
Hotspot.
Where?
What did we have?
The other paper?
The other paper.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where you would have found it in the other
2007
paper.
to 2009, me would have been, what are you doing going to Indianola?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of where we are. Indianola.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was some house. You know, it was just some house.
They said it was some building,
Or
some
okay.
unnamed building.
You know, it's classy if there's a strip club, a pawn shop, and a doctor's office in the same
Right.
strip. That's where I
That's
like
coming to
hang
Tuttle,
out.
I think.
All right, we got an email here from a listener, and let me get some, get a little Christmas music going here in the background. So this person says, I need help, you guys. My family is so dysfunctional. Welcome to the club. There are a bunch of us, and we all are sort of broke right now, so we're doing a name draw this year for presents. One gift for one person.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I got my sister-in-law, who I really don't like, and my husband got my stepfather, who he hates. There are about 15 of us exchanging, and we got them, and meaning the sister-in-law and the stepfather. I don't even know what to do. How can I hand over a gift to my least favorite person? And we have to go to Milwaukee because they all live there. I want to stay with my favorite sister, but my mom and stepdad are staying with her. Again, my husband hates my stepfather. Not only that, but the guy is not real nice to our kids. They don't even care to be around him. I am dreading all of this. Please, how do I make this bearable? And this is Jody in Delaware. And Jody, I don't even know. I don't know.
3 words, McDonald's gift card.
I think it sounds to me like the gift is the least of the concern here. Staying in the same house with the stepdad in Milwaukee. You got to go to Milwaukee of all places. Say hi to Laverne and Shirley. But I don't know, man. You know what I think? Oh, guys, I'm sorry. We got COVID. I think that's it.
Oh, you can't lie. That's karma.
I don't care.
That's Christmas
I
karma.
don't care.
You don't want that.
It sounds like there's already karma going on here.
Yeah, but you don't want to lie. I mean, seriously, what happens if somebody does? You can't lie about stuff like that.
Sure you can.
Oh, you
In
really...
certain situations.
Voice of reason?
Well, no, I mean, I think that obviously, like, you don't have to do this. If it isn't a good 100% miserable experience, then I'm not exactly sure why you agreed to go. You did agree to go, though, and let me just say, you're not alone. If your Christmas is going to be miserable, it's miserable for a lot of people.
Right.
So I will say this. If you have a great relationship with your husband and you guys can laugh and, like, carry on together and have a good time, you guys need to make a game out of this. Like, let's count how many times stepdad says this or does this, or like do some kind of bingo card where one of you is going to win if you get all the weird family bingo things right.
If I win, do I get to go home?
I mean, there's just some way you can make this hilarious, because it's obvious, like, you guys got the 2 worst people in your gift exchange, so that's hilarious in its own. And then, or on its own, rather. And now you're going to Milwaukee. You don't want to go. Like, this sounds like a nightmare. So you've got to make a game out of it. A fun, funny game. I was stuck at the airport once with a really good friend of mine. And we made the best of it. We were stuck for like 9 hours in the Denver airport. And we started making a game out of it, to where we were dying laughing about 5 hours in. I'm like, this is the best day I've ever had. Because we had so much fun with it, because it was somebody who I really loved and we laughed a lot together. So she and I just had a ball making a game out of it. So that's what I say. You're stuck going now. Make something fun out of it.
I have, once upon a time, would have come up with some form of excuse for this. I probably would have been sunk as low as to call in a bomb threat to get out at one point in time, back when you could do that kind of thing. But as I've matured and I've grown up, I've come to realize that perhaps honesty is the best policy, where you just flat out look at them and go, yeah, we did this gift exchange, but you don't like us, we don't like you, happy holidays. And then stare at them with evil eyes.
Just brutal
and
honesty.
let them, brutal on, let them know, hey, it's because of you holes of the ash that you ruined our Christmas. Again, happy holidays.
Oh, man. But you still got to spend Christmas Day together.
Yeah, you may be able to turn that around. Like, you know the things that you don't like. Like, really, literally, your gift exchange people, get them the greatest gifts. Like, really try to make their Christmas good. I mean, that can be your goal. It's like, we don't like these people, but let's do something they're not going to expect. Let's get them a great Christmas, make them a great Christmas.
Or make them feel bad?
Not make them feel bad, but make yourself feel better. Like, you know what?
You're extending an olive.
Yeah, but if you spend too much money on somebody you don't like, you're not going to feel better.
Well, there's got to be a monetary limit. Like, you all have to be spending around the same amount of money.
Man, I wish I had that
But-
$45 I wasted on them back.
When she says her mom's husband, her stepdad, is not nice to the kids,
Yeah.
there's no making that right. You mistreat my kids.
Well, that's why I can't
We have a
understand
problem.
why she's even going in the first place. If the kids are being mistreated, that's a deal breaker.
Absolutely. That's what I said.
So how mistreated?
Well, no, she
Define
said,
mistreated.
she said that he's not real nice to our kids.
Perhaps
I
he
don't know
doesn't like
exactly what
kids.
that means. Maybe he doesn't.
Perhaps your kids don't deserve to be nice to you. Maybe they're little hellions
Stop.
that ruin everything for everybody else. That's been known to happen. Not everybody's kid's cute. Newsflash.
No, they're not.
So for Christmas, get the guy a book called, like, How to Not Be an A-Hole or something like that.
Now you're starting.
I mean,
now you're
I
going
don't
to
know if
start
there's
more
such
drama.
a book, but...
That's going to start more drama,
Well,
but I like it.
This is going to have to be your last Christmas with everyone if you're going to do something like that.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it'd be a lot better if she could stay with her. I like her favorite sister, she said. Yeah, I don't know. So she doesn't want to stay there because her mom and stepdad are staying with that sister.
I believe it was, Clark Griswold's wife who said, it's the holidays. We're all miserable.
Yes.
That's, yeah. Was it? Okay, yeah, I guess that's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm well versed in quotations from Christmas
yeah,
Vacation.
I know. I just I was remembering that one different for some reason. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell.
Listen, you guys can play a drinking game, based on your family's weird habits on Christmas Day. Every time cousin Sarah does this, take a drink, whatever. I think you can make it fun. You have to. You're already committed. So
Yep.
you've got to figure out a way to make this hilarious for you and your husband and your kids.
Perhaps your kids have been blessed with this generation's sense of entitlement, and your stepfather just doesn't appreciate that. It's been known to happen, too.
All right, maybe you guys have suggestions for Jody. You can text those in at 99700.
Now, you come to health practice and learn how to wiggle your ears and chuckle warmly and go hee-hee and ho-ho and important stuff like that.
Aerosmith on the Morning Blitz. We had an email from Jody in Delaware who's got to go to Milwaukee for a big family Christmas and buy gifts for people she doesn't even like. And she was just looking for some advice. And Diane said, send gift cards and tell everybody the family has the Rona. That's what I said. Corona, man.
Everybody's using the Rona. I don't like the Corona Karma.
That's in another state, so I think it's okay.
No, Karma knows no state boundaries.
I feel like if you have to stretch the truth to get yourself out of a miserable situation, I feel like you're getting a pass with karma.
Think so?
Yeah, because you're sparing them the truth that they suck and you don't want to spend Christmas with them.
See, I just tell them.
And yeah, you would not.
Then
I
you
really would.
And you'd never have to worry about doing it again.
Exactly.
Because you'd
I'm not
never
gonna
be
get
asked to
invited
come
back.
again.
Well, that's true. You are handling the situation once and for all.
Well,
Look
maybe
at that.
honesty is the best
Saving
policy.
money, not putting myself through misery. I mean, that's the gift that keeps on giving right there. Forget the
every
jelly.
year.
Exactly. Forget the Jelly of the Month Club. Honesty and saving money.
Jen says, have the family find something to do in Milwaukee to get out of the house. The city has breweries and the zoo is decorated for Christmas.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, there's probably a lot of stuff to do in Milwaukee that you and your husband and kids can go do. Brittany and Trina both really like my idea of making a bingo card for your weird dysfunctional family Christmas. So
Trina's doing it.
you could consider that.
I think, yeah.
But I will tell you that every time my husband and I have had to do something we didn't really want to do, and it was never a situation like that because we really love both each other's families. But I will say that if something we've ever had to do that's like, we're like, oh gosh, I don't really want to do this, we have just made it hilarious. I mean, we have laughed the whole time.
Charlene, let this be the Christmas that things get talked about. That's why.
Let's see, Chuck. So that's funny. My stepfather used to call me and my wife and stepkids the most functional, dysfunctional family he knows. And I'm not going to say your name, dude, because your brother might be listening. He says my brother doesn't care for much for kids either. Some flock to him. Some are scared of him. Some talk S about him. LOL. So he's covering the whole spectrum over here.
I like this one, too. Say you can't afford the trip. Not necessarily a lie, because even a free trip to Milwaukee is too much. Just send gifts and say you can't afford...
Well, she did say that everybody was kind of broke this year,
Yeah.
So...
Ron says he's with me. Don't need that on me. I have had the kids lie to me and call off work saying they're sick. Then 2 weeks later, they're really sick. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with the karma.
Yeah, but you won't be there for them to know it. You know what I mean? They're all in Milwaukee, so you'll be here. What do you know? They're never going to know.
Yeah. You got to, I don't know. Yeah. I think I'm just, again, I'm the wrong person to give anybody holiday advice because I hate this time of year, and I realize this dysfunctional family discussion has brought back memories of my mother coming to me before when we have all gotten together for Christmas. My mother coming to me going, your sister's coming. Don't you dare ruin this holiday for me.
All right. May I tell you, too, I just looked it up, and you can get it on Amazon. Maybe not before Christmas. Maybe you can. There's a book called How to Not Be an A-Hole, 21st Century Life Lessons for Those with Their Heads Up Their Butts.
Oh, wow.
All right. How to Not Be an A-Hole. That is a book, you guys, and it's by E.B. Davis II.
All right. I don't know. Maybe it'll work.
$5.99 paperback. There you go.
Because according to Taoism, again, Taoism says some people are A-holes and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Maybe a book will help.
Maybe.